Personally, for me, police brutality is an officer obviously going beyond what's necessary to do their job in terms of, physical. I mean, sometimes it's very difficult to really define it. Every situation is different. Sometimes you have to use force. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't see what we see. But brutality is when you go beyond of what's necessary. If a person's cooperative and you're arresting them, there's no need to, let's say, give them a punch. To me, that's brutality. Even though it's very, I guess, if you want to, I don't know, categorize it as small, but that's going beyond of what you should do.
So why do you think this is such a big issue, like in the nation right now?
I think, and I understand, believe it or not, I understand a little bit the public because I was part of them. I'm one of those officers who started really late. I started when I was 37, and I came from a line of work that was very liberal, kind of opposite of this side. There's two different sides that I basically have now experienced in my life. And there's a lot of things that back then I used to question police about. I mean, I was always interested in police work, but there was things that I had questions about, kind of like, a little tug of war in me.
Mm-hmm.
But not until I came and I experienced it and worked on it, that's when things started clicking and I realized some stuff. There's things that unfortunately the public doesn't see that we see. And you always question or are scared of those things that you don't know, that you don't see, that you don't understand. You're always going to question.
So how does this issue affect you personally as a police officer?
How does it affect me? I think I just feel in a little way frustrated with a lot of the guys who, I feel bad for them. Like I said, I started late, but there's a lot of guys who have made a career at this. They put their lives on the line. They've done the unthinkable things, like I said, that sometimes you'll see on TV, some things that people will never know. And some of the stresses that they gain, almost like going to war in a little way, you see things, you experience things that you keep in and don't really want to share with your family because it's something that you don't want to, bother them with, or, you always want to be with your family, you want them to be happy. And so you have that little inside turmoil. And I feel bad for my partners who have been working, have been a life career, like I said, risk their lives. And at the end of the day, the public sees them as a bad guy. When in fact, this whole time, they've been doing the best that they can. They're regular guys like anybody out there. We put on our clothes the same way. We have families like everybody else. We go shopping, we go to restaurants. It's just regular guys. It's just our line of work is different. And people don't seem to really appreciate it now.
There you go.